What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a huge favor by leaving a like. It really helps out the video as well as the channel. And in today's video, we will actually be doing something completely different than I feel like I've ever done here on the channel. We will be taking a look at every single Dragon Ball Figuarts release that is supposed to drop within the last couple months of this year. Now, as y'all know, 2026 is definitely closing in really quick, but we do actually have a decent amount of Figuarts being released within that time frame. So without further ado, kick back, relax, and let's get into it. Now, the first figure on the list that will be dropping in the month of August, which is actually this month, is the Diamond Piccolo. Now, when it comes to this figure, I do actually like how this thing looks, and I feel like the only reason that is because the stature of the actual body type make it look a lot like Piccolo Jr. from the original Dragon Ball series, and we finally got a Piccolo that does have the 3.0 joint. Now, I honestly probably won't be picking this figure up because I do already have the Proud Namekian Piccolo and the Superhero one, so I'm not really looking for another Piccolo figure right now. However, if you did end up missing out on either one of those, this might be a decent pickup. Yeah, man, with that being said, let's get into the next. Now, the next figure that will be dropping in the month of September, and that would happen to be the legendary Super Saiyan Goku, specifically the best selection version. Now, this figure is not to be confused with the original release of the legendary Super Saiyan Goku. This is actually a completely different release. Now, you are pretty much getting the same as that base figure, but you're not going to be getting the same amount of accessories. Now, since you are getting less accessories, that does mean the price will be cut in half at only $45, and that's exactly why they are calling it the best selection. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I'm definitely going to be picking up a couple of these. They also will be hitting retail stores, so we will be seeing these things pop up in the hunt videos. These are also perfect for anybody who did end up missing out on the original release of the legendary Super Saiyan Goku, even though they're about to re-release it yet again in 2026. But even then, this still is the cheaper option, which definitely makes it worth the pickup. With that being said, let's get into the next one. Now, the next figure on the list will also be released in the month of September, and that would happen to be the shfiguarts Final Form Cooler. Now, I ain't even gonna lie to you, I vividly remember the pre-orders on this thing selling out within minutes, and everybody on Instagram was crashing out about it. And this is definitely one of them figures that if you didn't get your hands on the pre-order, you'll for sure be paying some crazy overpriced scalping prices. But luckily for me, I don't care about coolers, so I won't be picking this up anyways. Coming into the next figure on the list, we do yet again have another September re-release, that being the shfiguartsbroly. And again, this is a figure that if you didn't get your hands on a pre-order, you probably won't be getting your hands on it at all, because just like the Final Form Cooler, the pre-orders did end up selling out within minutes. So if you do end up wanting this figure, you unfortunately might end up having to pay some crazy scalping prices. But luckily for me, I did already dodge that bullet because I picked up the demonical fit version. So yeah, I won't be picking this figure up at all. Jumping into the next figure on the list, we do yet again have another September re-release, that being the shfiguarts First Form Sale. Again, this is also another figure that I'm not going to need for my collection because I do already have it. I would say if you don't already own this figure already, definitely go and pick it up when it does get re-released because it is a really good figure. And I do actually have a review of this figure on the channel, so if you're not sure about picking it up yet or not, definitely check that out and it might help you with your decision. Now, the next figure that will be released in the month of October, and that figure would be the brand new shfiguarts 3.0 Super Saiyan Goku. Now, you already know that I'm picking this figure up because we all know that Super Saiyan full power Goku was honestly straight garbage. I'm finally glad that we did get a definitive replacement because we did need it badly. Now, I ain't even gonna lie to you, my fingers are crossed that we also get an updated Perfect Cell because we definitely need that. Back on the topic of the Goku, I definitely can't wait to get this thing in hand. It already looks at least better than that original full power Goku. I'm really liking how anime accurate it looks with that bright orange as well as that pale yellow hair. And on top of that, it does have some shading on the pants, and you already know I like when Figuarts do have shading on it because it does make it a little more premium. And yeah, man, I definitely can't wait to pick this one up. You already know for a fact we will be figure hunting for it, so definitely stay tuned for that. With that being said, let's get into the next. Now, the next figure on the list will be a October re-release, and it would happen to be the shfiguarts Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, honestly, this time around, I might end up picking this thing up because I have actually ran into it a couple of times. Even about 2 months ago, I did actually see it in GameStop. I was doing a hunt video, but I did end up passing up on it about 3 times. But like I said, this time around, I might end up picking it up because I do need it for my collection. But yeah, man, if you do want that Super Saiyan 3 Goku, definitely look forward to October because it will be dropping soon. Now, as far as the next figure that will be releasing in October, we are looking at yet another re-release, that being the shfiguarts 4 Form Frieza. Again, this is another re-release that I feel like is 100% necessary because there's a lot of people out there that did just start collecting that don't have a 4 Form Frieza or a Frieza in their collection, period. And this specific figure be irritating the shit out of me anyways, considering I did just recently make a top 10 cheapest shfiguarts list, and this figure is the #1 figure on that list, and it only costs $35. However, if you happen to make your way to that video and take a look down in the comments, you would see that anybody who wanted this Frieza is currently crashing the fuck out. Now, I'm gonna keep it all the way 100 with you. It's definitely a reasonable crash out because if you look at this current price of this figure, it is $60 upwards $65. And again, this is a $35 figure. Ain't none of the other $35 releases ever went up by that much. It might have went up to 40, 45, maybe even 50, but not no damn 6. So to everyone who's crashing out in that comment section, section, you're finally in luck and you'll finally have a chance to get it. And you already know we finna do a figure hunt video for it. Now the next figure that we'll be releasing in the month of November, and it is the shfiguarts Nail. Now again, this is a figure that I know a lot of people are definitely hyped about, and a lot of people have been looking forward to this, but this is also another figure that I'm definitely not gonna be picking up. Now if I'm gonna be honest, I never really cared about the character of Nail. I honestly feel like it was a waste of potential, and I honestly feel like it would have been live to see him and Piccolo fight against Frieza together as compared to them merging. But at the end of the day, that is just my opinion, and that's not what happened. As we all seen, Nail did get his ass washed in like 2 minutes. What would be blowing me is the fact that they merged and Piccolo still got his ass washed. Like, can you imagine that right now? Imagine getting your ass whooped and then you merge with somebody and you get your ass whooped again in someone else's body. Bro really came back for no reason. Yeah, man, I won't be picking up the Nail figure because that's not something I'm interested in. So with that being said, let's get into the next. Now dropping in November, we will be getting the shfiguarts Dragonball. Again, this is also another figure that I will not be picking up unless it's Z Bulma. I don't want it. So yeah, man, if you did miss out on this figure and you do want it, definitely make sure you look forward to it dropping because it will be dropping very soon. Now when it comes to the next figure on the list, it'll also be another November release, that being the shfiguarts Shenron. Now when it comes out of this figure, I've been waiting for a while to pull the trigger on one of these, and the only reason that is because the only one you can find for a really good price is that bandai exclusive version with all the metallic shit on it, and I really don't want the Diddy Party version of Shenron, so I probably will be getting the re-release when it does drop. Now the last figure that we will be getting at the end of this year will be released in December, and it would happen to be the shfiguarts Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Again, this is probably yet another figure that I will be passing up on. Now when they drop the adult version, I'm 100% gonna grab it, but when it comes to the mini one, I honestly don't care for it. Yeah, man, that is every single Dragon Ball shfiguarts that will be releasing in the last couple months of 2025. Y'all let me know down in the comments what figures you do have on pre-order and what figures you will be getting from this list. And also down in the comments, let me know if y'all like to see another video like this where I talk about everything that's been announced for 2026 so far. Yeah, man, with that being said, if you like the video, make sure you leave a like. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. Turn them out. Stay tuned.